guys, I hope that you're all well. Today I'm going to talk through some of my recent favourite products, and quickly before I get into that I just wanted to say I'm sorry that my channel has been quite quiet over the last 7 to 10 days. I've had a lot of issues with my editing software. The next weekly vlog you will see is kind of like 2 weeks in one, because obviously I've had all these clips and not been able to edit them together. So it's going to be a bumper edition on Sunday of this week, and I also wanted to say thank you to those of you who've been enjoying the weekly vlogs. I've been really enjoying doing them, and it's been really nice to see your comments and the good feedback. So yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're liking them. So now on to the beauty products. The first thing that I want to talk about is actually a cleanser by Elemis. It's no secret on this channel that I love a bit of Elemis, and it's one of those brands that I love everything from. Their skincare, their body care, it's all good. And interestingly, my mum was actually the first person to introduce me to Elemis. Shout out to Julianne if you're watching this video. I know you are, you always do. Thanks mum for introducing me to Elemis. She started going to a salon that stocked Elemis. She bought me like a gift set, and I loved it ever since. This is the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. Now I love the Pro Collagen range as a whole. I particularly like the marine cream. But this was, I was going to say it is, but it was a balm cleanser, RIP Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, because I used it all. And I'm definitely going to get another one of these because I really enjoyed using this. It's very, well, all Elemis products are very spa-like. What I really liked about this cleanser is just how nourished and soft it left my skin, and it lasted me a bit longer than other cleansing balms that I've used in the past. And I don't use this around my eyes, I just used it on my face. I used my micellar water to take off my eye makeup because it just wasn't really doing it around the eye area. So that is just one thing to note if you are into cleansing balms, that I didn't use this around my eyes. However, I think the fact that I didn't use it around my eyes made it last so much longer, and it is quite a big, generous size as well. So this I've been loving as my cleanser. Really recommend it. Another skincare product that I've really been enjoying, especially as the weather's got a little bit colder, is this serum by Vichy. This is the Aqualia Thermal Serum, and I love to use hydrating serums that are very lightweight but still give you that boost of hydration underneath a daily moisturiser. You don't want everything to be kind of like slipping and sliding all over your face, at least I don't. Maybe you like that look, but it's not for me. I don't want my makeup to be sliding around and for my moisturiser to be too thick. This is a perfect under moisturiser serum for me because it's not greasy, it's not oily, but it's really going to give you that boost of hydration. And what I really like about this is how inexpensive it is compared to some of the other hydrating serums out there. I know some of you, this might be more than you would want to spend on skincare anyway, and I totally get that, but for me, you know, I'm not a teenager anymore. I want to take care of my skin at this point in my life, and £20–25, I think that's a reasonable price to pay for a serum like this, especially from a good brand like Vichy, who do a lot of research and they put a lot of, you know, technology behind their products. But it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg like if you go to some of the beauty counters in a beauty hall. You're going to be paying a lot more for skincare. So I think that it's, you know, reasonably priced in terms of what it does, and it's similar for those of you who've tried other hydrating serums to something like the Caudalie SOS thirst quenching serum, you know, so it kind of sinks in very quickly. You wouldn't know it was there afterwards, but it's done the hydration that you need it to do, and as you can see, I've really been enjoying that one. Recently I've been using this face mask, and this is from Lush. Now I don't even know where to start with this one. This is honestly amazing. It saved my skin, and I forever will be grateful to it. This is a mask of Magnaminty from Lush. So I have known about this, I've heard chatterings about this for quite a long time, but I always assumed that it was a body face mask. Wait, a body mask. There we go. I always assumed that it was just for your body because I'd heard a lot of people say how amazing this was for acne on their back. Now, I don't suffer from body acne or acne on my back, so I never bothered to buy it, I never used it. I had the mother of all outbreaks on my face. I suffer from hormonal acne, and I've talked about this before, and it's really frustrating because it is linked to your hormones. It's just gonna happen every month. For 3 weeks out of the month my skin is clear and it's all good, and then I get these cystic kind of acne outbreaks, and usually they're not too bad. It's just 1 or 2 really painful ones, but I don't know what it was this month. The whole of my chin, and particularly on this side, was actually kind of swollen and misshapen because there was so much going on and it was so painful. I made my way to Lush to get some bath bombs and other things, and I thought maybe I'll treat myself to one of their fresh face masks, and then I saw this and I was like, oh, everything clicked together in place, and thank God it did, because This is a gift from the heavens, I'm telling you now. This cleared everything up. It really took down the swelling, it took down the pain and the really uncomfortable feeling that I had. I will always have some of this in my bathroom now for times like that. It's very minty, it's green, and it's quite fun to put on your face actually and answer the door to the postman with that on your face like I did. Thank you Lush, thank you for making this. Mask of Magnaminty, I thank you. When it comes to this time of year, like Halloween, bonfire night, Christmas, I love it. I think we all love it, don't we? It's really great. I love using body products that are very festive and of the season. So this is the Pumpkin Icing Body, well, shower gel, bath gel, and it says you can use it as a shampoo, although I've never used this as a shampoo. I don't imagine it would be very moisturising for my hair, but I always use it as a shower gel or a bubble bath, and it's fantastic. Now, I love all the scents that Philosophy do. I don't think I've ever smelled a Philosophy product that smelled bad, in all honesty, but this in particular is fantastic for this time of year, so oh yeah, oh yeah. This is Pumpkin Icing, and it smells exactly like a pumpkin cookie with icing on, so it's very aptly named. It's very sweet and it's definitely a foodie scent, so for those of you that like those kind of cookie or vanilla-y, warm, buttery kind of scents, you will love this. And it's very nice, like I said, for this time of year as a shower gel or a bath, bubble bath type thing. If you're looking to treat yourself for something like wintry, this is a great one. Makeup wise, I've had a few favourites, the first of which is the lip product that I'm wearing at the moment, and it's actually by Tarte. Now they do two different types of these lip crayons. They do like chubbier ones that are kind of more like a Clinique chubby stick, or you know, a lot of brands have those now, and I love those as well. But this one is a slimmer one, and this is the Lip Surgeon's Power Pigment, so they're a lot more intense, the colour is a lot more dramatic, and this is in the shade Natural Beauty. Now I really like this. It's minty. I have a real thing with minty products. I really like the colour because I feel like it's the perfect kind of raspberry pinky red, and it just brightens up your look. If you're just wearing, like I am, like liquid liner and a bit of a cream shadow and, you know, quite simple makeup, it really does just brighten your face up. It's very easy and a quick way to kind of look a little bit more put together, but you've only really taken a little bit of time to do your makeup. You've not done like a smoky eye and really gone to town with your whole makeup. The staying power of this is quite good, but it is very moisturising, so you will need to reapply. It's got a little bit of shine and glossiness to it, but other than that it's just very, very pigmented. So if you can get your hands on these, I know they sell them at QVC in the UK, if you can get your hands on these, then it's a winner. Really good lip product. Another thing that I've been loving from Tarte is one of their blushes. This is one of the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes. I got a few of these, and this is one of the most recent additions. This is Captivating. What I really like about this is it's got kind of like that peachy tone to it, but it's fine to wear in the winter, and I'm not a believer that like, oh, you can only wear this shade at this time of year and this shade at this time of year. However, I love peachy corally shades, and a lot of the blushes that I've got, like Coralista, Sugar Bomb, depending on what I'm wearing on my body, especially in the autumn or the winter when it is like kind of bleak and it's very light outside, but in like a very bleak way. It's not a very flattering light, is it? Let's face it. It's not like the warm golden summer sunshine. Bright orange blusher just doesn't seem to go with all that kind of stuff, but I still feel like peachy colours suit me the best, so I'm kind of in a bit of a quandary. But this is a perfect kind of peachy shade that I can get away with in the autumn with autumnal makeup and clothing and stuff. A foundation that I've been enjoying recently is this one by Makeup Forever. This is the Makeup Forever Face and Body Liquid Makeup. Now this is a really bizarre consistency. When you look at it, it's jiggling like a jelly, okay, and it's really strange when you pump it out, and I like the fact that it has a pump. When you pump it out, it does sort of just go to a liquid. It doesn't look like a jelly anymore, which is really weird, but it's very nice and fresh feeling when you apply it to your face. It's very yeah, fresh and like soothing is how I would describe it. I've only had this bottle for around a week because I picked it up last week when I was in Paris. However, I feel like I'm allowed to talk about it in this video because it's a very old favourite of mine, and in my lifetime I've gone through many bottles of this, and we've just recently been reunited. I'm so happy. So the backstory behind this is that when I lived in Spain, I used this all the time. I've tried so many foundations through blogging and YouTube and just every day trying out makeup. I've gone through a lot of different foundations, and I was never sure whether I was just looking back on it with rose tinted glasses, like was it actually that good, and I didn't know. But the last few months I have been really struggling with my foundation. Even with a beauty blender, sometimes I just look at my skin up close and I'm like, I'm not feeling this. My foundation's been like settling weirdly and just not looking right, and I was really puzzled and I didn't know what to do. And then when I was in Paris, I spotted the Makeup Forever store and I thought to myself, oh, I'm gonna buy you Face and Body and see if you can do for me what you used to do for me. Are you as good as I remember? And yes, it is. It's very good. What I really like about this is the finish, because it's very skin-like. That's the best way I can describe it. I was gonna say demi-matte, but then I feel like demi-matte makes you feel like it's powdery, and it really isn't. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it sets. That's what I basically want to say. It sets and it's not going to move around like a tinted moisturiser. Sometimes I use BB creams and tinted moisturisers and I touch my face and there's almost like makeup comes off on my finger and I can see where I've rubbed it away, and it's just very movable and transferable, whereas this actually does set in place, but it looks exactly like your skin would. It's fantastic. Very skin-like, very natural, and you know when you smell something that you used to use years ago? When I opened this up and I put it on my face for the first time when I was in France, I was just like, oh, I could be back in like Spain. It took me right back to that time, because it's got a very specific smell to it and it just made me very happy. So I'm so glad that I've been reunited with this. My makeup is just looking a lot better and I'm feeling finally happy with my foundation again. And then my last favourite is a hairspray, and I know this sounds quite boring, but I haven't used hairspray in a while on a daily basis. I'll use it if I'm going out in the evening, and for a really strong hold I like the Fudge Urban Iced Vanilla and Raspberry hairspray, but I've not used a daily hairspray for quite a long time. I've been having trouble recently with the rain and the drizzle, especially in the northwest. It feels like it's constantly like lightly raining. I definitely feel the pain here when it all goes like really fluffy on the top of my head, and for someone with very thick coarse hair like me, that's the constant battle that you're facing, is trying not to look like Monica from Friends. And I'll do my hair and I'll go out and I just think, why did I bother? I should have just put it up. So using a hairspray like this has been really good for me recently, and this is the Sleek Perfection one. So what I've been doing recently, I've just messed all my hair up, but essentially I've been spritzing it on my hair and then just smoothing the top down, and it gets rid of all of those flyaways. It gets rid of the flyaways and you can give your volume back in, but you're not kind of got like that frizziness on the top. And the other thing that I like about this is you can spray your style in place, but it's still soft and you can still get your hands through it, and you can brush it out into a different style the next day, which is what I really like about this. I can brush it out and my hair doesn't feel weighed down with product and crispy. It feels soft still. So those are all of my recent favourite products. If you've tried any of these products, then let me know in the comments below, and if you've got anything that you think I might like based on these things, then let me know that also. Hook me up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon with another one. Bye guys!